Welcome to Menchaca Channel, where inspiration, motivation, and kingdom principles is what we do. In this video, we're going to be talking about the signs of a high vibration person. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm ready. So let's do this thing. So a person that has it together, what does that even look like? Well, they've been through a lot of trials and tribulations, I can tell you that. A person that has it together has gone through the ups and downs, and they're still going through the ups and downs. The only problem is that they've learned how to deal with it a lot better. And when you learn how to deal with things in life, you lay a foundation of security. And people around you are attracted to that because they see a person that's gone through something, and man, I know that dude was having some financial trouble the other day, but you can't even tell. And you have to ask him to pull information. They're coming with a smile, they're doing this, and all hell is breaking loose in their lives. What is the deal? Well, there's signs to having a high vibration in a person. And I want to talk to you about that a little bit today. In this short video, let's talk about high vibration. Now, we carry ourselves a certain way. Now, if you have gone through a situation in your life and then someone comes in and they start talking to you, you do your best to hide that weakness that you have. We do this a lot in the hospitals. Like when I went in the hospital and all that, and you know that you're getting a visitor, you start to adjust yourself on the bed, and you come in, and they come in, hey, Ron, how you doing? I heard that you're ill and that you landed in the ER, and then you came to the hospital. They got you a room here. You're in intensive care. No. Oh, yeah, all is well, man. All is well. Yeah, right. Well, if all is well, what are you doing in the hospital? It's just our normal thing to hide our weakness, and we want to seem better. And this happens a lot in the Christian realm. I know because I've gone to a lot of hospitals to pray over people that are in those hospitals. And as soon as I go in there, they are energetic and they're this and that, and not all the time, but for the most part, they want to present themselves as having everything under control. And so as we understand that, there's a certain vibration that we have on the inside that we don't want to show people our weakness. Now, there's a big difference from a person who's going through a trial and has understood that this trial, this too, shall pass. Now, that's something that I've incorporated in my life because I don't like to live where the problem is. I recognize the problem. I recognize that there's something wrong here. I get that, but I don't live there. I don't stay there. Immediately, I start to look for 3 solutions to this problem. It's not that I'm ignoring the problem. It's just, yes, this happened. I realize it. And guess what? Here's solutions to that problem. And if I don't know, I will call someone. Hey, I'm going through this dilemma in life. What's your perspective on this? What are your thoughts on how I can resolve this issue? And there's nothing wrong with you going out to certain people that know more than you and telling them and asking them for advice. And I'm telling you, I do this quite often because I've learned that when I'm limited on certain things, I need higher intelligence to help me out. And so many a times it creates a vibration, a high vibration in you. Now, I got 5 things I want to talk to you about when it comes to signs of a high vibration person. Now, when you reach this status to where you cannot get knocked down for anything, and even though you go hard and life comes hard at you, you still remain positive and all that, things will start to change around you. Number 1, the animal kingdom feels safe in your presence. Dogs and cats and all these animals. It's weird, I know. And why is it the first one? It's because the structure of the animal kingdom, like dogs and all that, they're looking for a pack leader. They're looking for strength and security. And if you're not that person, the dog will run all over you, and they'll, make you understand that, hey, if you're not the pack leader, I'll be the pack leader, but somebody has to lead us. And it could be one dog, it could be multiple dogs, I'm giving that reference because when you are of a high frequency person, animals, they just feel safe around you in your presence. And I remember working with the city and having to go to mess with an electric meter, and I was with a coworker and we're training him and all that, and he just did not like dogs. Well, they picked up on that quick. And I was in the truck doing some paperwork, and all I know is that dog was going wild. And then I got off and I said, hey, step back and get yourself off to the side and let me go over there. And I went over there, and of course, I had more confidence and this and that. I understood that the dog was just trying to protect his territory and all that, but it felt the high vibration and the security that, hey, I'm here, let's work together, let's do this thing. And the dog calmed down, customer came out, and then finally put him in the house, and we're good. And so the animal kingdom, they feel safe in your presence. That's one of the signs that you know that you have high vibration in your life. Number 2, people will begin to stare at you in public. Now, to the weak-minded and the weak people, they get upset and they don't understand why people are looking at them, and that just people stare at you in public because they see something. You grab their attention just the way you carry yourself. And so as you do this, they start to stare because they're fixed on what they want to be like. And so you can tell when a person is secure in their life, and when they see somebody, they just nod their head, and if they get close enough, hey, how you doing? It's good to see you. Hey, what a beautiful day we're having. And man, they're like blown away by that. But if you get an insecure person, hey, Vato, what are you looking at? What? And then you want to go into fight mode, and you want to go into this mode. Hey, you just got to understand that's part of the territory. That's part of the with you, having a high vibration. And so you got the animal kingdom who feel safe in your presence. You got people staring at you in public. Number 3, random strangers love to come to you and talk and tell their life story to you. You can be sitting on a park bench, you could be doing this and that, and somebody will sit next to you and just start talking to you. Hey, how's it going? Hey, have you ever did this and that? And they just start talking to you. And I've had that several times where I'm just I remember we went to a washateria because of our washer and dryer. They went on the fritz, and so we had to go take our clothes. They were piling up, and we went, and we sat in there, and I just got my iPad. I was preparing some notes and all that, and this guy just comes and sits next to me and just starts talking to me like if he knew me. And so I understood that they're attracted to a high vibration person, a person who's more secure in what they are doing in life, and they can pick up on that. They probably don't even know why. And many times they'll say to me, I don't even know why I came over here to talk to you, but I just felt like, I wanted to share this part of my life with you and all that. And your responses to them was probably something they needed to hear. So you got the animal kingdom feeling safe. You got people staring at you in public places. You got random strangers telling them your life story. And number 4, you can feel the energy of a room shift when you walk in. That's how you know you have high vibration. Any atmosphere that you go into, the room energy begins to shift. And that's happened before. And so when you go into a room, it can be, a party, it could be a meeting, it can be this and that. And like immediately as you show up in that place, they start, oh yeah, it's going to be on now. And then whatever it is, I've gone to parties and they're like, dude, we're waiting on you, man. Come on. And then we get in there, and then like everybody, the people that were just like, I don't know, should we go or should we not? Or, oh, no. Look who showed up. Oh, it's on now. It's on. Because we bring a certain energy of high vibration. And so I want you to understand that's part of it. Number 5, this is a hard one. You irritate toxic people just by being your true and authentic self. Toxic people can't stand this at all. I don't care if you're blessed and you're highly favored and you're running into rooms, changing atmospheres. There's going to be that one person that, I don't know what they see in this guy. I have no idea what they're, And that toxic, it just irritates them. Now in the Christian realm, hey, I'll be honest with you. I've heard it said that when you're confident in who God created you to be, you irritate the demons in others. I don't know if that's true or not, but what I do know is that there's toxicity out there. And then the more that you are living in your sweet spot, you irritate toxic people. And that's just what that is. And so it's hilarious because you're doing your own thing. You're not even doing anything to them, but they hate you or they're irritated with you. And they'll try their best to defame you just with the next person. Man, what do they see in this guy? Well, I don't get it. And the other person is just like, I'm just enjoying the atmosphere here. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know. But one thing I can tell you is that animals feel safe in your presence. People will stare at you in public. Random strangers will come up to you and just talk to you just out of the blue and tell you their life story. You feel the energy shift in the room when you walk in. And the final one was you irritate toxic people just by being who God created you to be. Now, I want you to take this in consideration, because the more you get into who God created you to be and you start to act on who God created you to be, and you put on the armor of God and you challenge the world, and you're not going to fold on trials and tribulations. You're going to look at them and says, hey, if there's a problem, there's a solution. And so I recognize the problem, but here's the solution and I'm applying it. And what do I have to do to never fall into this trap again? And I'm telling you, it'll change your life. So I hope you understand. Maybe you're one that's listening and you are like the toxic person. Hopefully not. Or maybe you're the one that, hey, you know what? It's true. Man, I these signs of a high vibration person is, evident in my life. So keep on doing what you're doing. And if you're right in the middle and you're like, man, I need to be more confident, then work on that. But one thing I do know is that God created greatness on the inside of you. And if he created greatness on the inside, we're supposed to operate like him. He created us in his image, in his likeness, and we're supposed to operate just like him. How is that? By faith. Man, I'm telling you, you see the problem and you know there's a solution. Nothing surprises God. Nothing at all. Not even the fall of man. The serpent comes to Eve and says, hey, are you sure he said not to eat from this tree? And then the fall of man happened. God had a contingency plan afterwards. He didn't get surprised. He didn't get shocked. He didn't get, he had a plan. And he said, you know what? Jesus is on the way to take back that dominion. And let me tell you, you are a person of high vibration, and you just have to work on it and discover that. So I hope this helps you on signs of the high vibration person. Hey, thanks for watching this episode of Menchaca Channel, where inspiration, motivation, and kingdom principles is what we do. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and ring that bell so you can get another episode of Menchaca Channel. And for those of you who are helping and assisting in this Menchaca Channel effort, we are doing what we do so that you can do what you do. Hey, thanks for watching this episode, because if you're a high vibration person, you'll notice these things happening in your life. Until next time.